Hello, people on the tool. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another Monster Hunter video on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about cheating. And Monster Hunter has a cheating problem right now. Before we go ahead and get into it, let me just briefly say that welcome to the channel. I do Monster Hunter content for new players who have never played the game before, don't understand what Monster Hunter is about, and need to understand how to play the game. I am the channel to help you people do that. So, if you are new to Monster Hunter, hit the like button and subscribe. And if you know anybody that is new, send them my videos. I have plenty. You can find them in the playlist down below. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the Monster Hunter cheating problem. Whoa. So, Monster Hunter is actually a PvE game. So a lot of the time you're doing it single player or you're doing a cooperative experience with your friends. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking if that's the case, then what does it matter if you cheat? Who cares about any cheaters? Because you're just playing with your friends, you're playing by yourself, other people don't ruin your experience, right? Well, sort of, but with the latest title update, they actually added a new game mode called Arena Quests. And with Arena Quests, there's a PvP element to the game. Now, it doesn't mean there's another hunter across the way and I'm attacking and trying to kill that hunter. No, I don't mean PvP in that sense. But what I mean is you are going to go and fight a monster. You are tasked to fight a monster with a particular set of weapons and a particular set of locked requirements. When you're fighting that monster, you are timed. And if you do it in a certain time limit, then you get certain rewards. In actual fact, your score gets paired against many other people in the game, in the world of Monster Hunter. And that's the PvP that we have in the game. So no, you're not actually shooting, slashing, or bashing other hunters. You're not doing that. You're just trying to set a cool, fast time and see who can beat your time. That's it. So how does it know what's a fast time and what's a slow time? Well, this is done through ranking. And you get A, B, and C, with A being the highest and C being, well, the lowest. Like me and can't use any other weapon but the bow, you're getting C in everything, bro. I can't use no other weapon. I am terrible at Monster Hunter until I get a bow in my hands. So when you get different ranks, you actually get different rewards. If you get an A rank, you get the best reward that they have to offer. And a C rank, you get a... you get something, I guess, but like... At least get a B, basically. At least get a B. And additional to this, Capcom was actually going to add extra rewards to the top 10,000 players. And what I mean by that is if you set a score that's on the leaderboard that's within the 10,000 best players, then you get an additional reward. And the reward you get is cosmetic, it's called a pendant, and you get a good pendant, or a good looking pendant, if you're in that top 10k. It's like a token of accomplishment. It doesn't actually affect your stats, it doesn't actually do anything other than just look cool and you can go, hey guys, look what I got. That's it. Now I want to make this clear, there are other rewards that you get by getting A, B, and C ranks, but you can get them without being in the top 10,000. The top 10,000 players get a particular pendant, and that's the only difference. Everybody else gets the same rewards, the pendant is the only difference. Now here comes the part that's unfortunate, the part that I guess nobody saw coming over there at Capcom. And that is the cheaters. Essentially what's going on right now is Capcom has admitted and Capcom has seen and Capcom very much understands that people are posting times that are just unreal. It's not possible. People are beating these monsters and beating these fights and beating these scores with like 2 seconds. It's like, huh? My PC takes 2 seconds to load into the arena. How are we beating the monster that fast? And what that means is there's no legitimate players can beat these times. It's impossible because they're just set so fast. And like I said, Capcom is aware. They've released a statement basically saying, hey, we know this is a problem. We're looking into it. Those who are cheating, we're going to get them the fuck up out of here. So you people who are actually legitimately doing it, we want to reward you and give you guys the accomplishment. And they plan to do that by fixing the leaderboards, removing the scores of those who are cheating, obviously, and then fixing the leaderboards so it looks proper and displays proper for those who are actually doing a good job beating monsters in fast times. And they also confirmed that nobody will be getting any rewards until the event period is over. Which means that if you're cheating now, you might think you're in the top 10,000, but Capcom might remove your score, and all of a sudden, when the event's over, you don't get the pendant. Which is cool, because the cheaters think they got it unlocked, but nah, you ain't, bro. Capcom's onto you. So, yeah. And I think what people are doing is actually going into their game files and modifying how much damage they're able to do. So essentially they can just use a bow or something like that and shoot and kill a monster straight away. And that's really what's going down. It's also not just mods, it's also bugs and exploits that are happening as well. And again, Capcom is fully aware this is going on and they are working their hardest to resolve the problem. So, this next part I wrote down in my script was to actually talk about some fixes and changes that Capcom could do. And lo and behold, I get a tweet, I get a notification, and it turns out Capcom's already pushed through changes already. So, I'm just going to tell you the changes that they put in. So like I mentioned, the top 10,000 players were supposed to get pendants that were, unique to the top 10,000. But what Capcom's actually done is remove that threshold. And what they've actually done is just made it so if you reach an A rank, you get the pendant that you want. Which I think is fantastic. That basically means everybody gets it. There's no gatekeeping. Well, unless you're bad and you can't get an A rank like me. Basically means that anybody who put the time in, understands the fight, and have got a decent score will be getting these pendants that they can show off to their friends. And I really rate that. I think that's a fantastic idea. And just so you know, Capcom, although they have changed the threshold in which you can get the pendant, they are also still dealing with the cheaters and gonna get them the fuck up out of there. So if you're cheating, you're a scumbag. I mean, it's Monster Hunter. What are you doing cheating on Monster Hunter, bro? Like, what? You wanna cheat, turn into offline mode, modify your files, and then just go play by yourself. Like, why come online and cheat, bro? Why ruin it for everybody else? It just it makes no sense to me. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new to join the PGC. I appreciate you all for watching the video. I know I've been gone for a little bit. I had a bit of a Elgato capture card nightmare. I thought I was going to have to buy a new one for 150 quid, but I didn't have to. I managed to fix it. Thank God. That would have been peak. So anyways, like I said, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, or night, depending where you're from. Much love and much respect, and I'll see you when I see you. Lay. Thanks for watching.